Hi, this is Mad Jen with Mad as Heck, Moms and Dads Associated Society, helping to educate conservative constitutionalists. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you hear today, please share my videos, please like it, and encourage your friends to also come and share my videos and maybe even subscribe so they can always be aware of what Mad Jen's saying at any given moment. So today, I think it's about time that we finish our 25 most obnoxious quotes series. I'm kind of tired of listening to stupid crap that Obama says, so you might be too, so maybe you will never hear this. But nonetheless, we're going to continue on. Last time we ended up with number 9. We're down to number 8. We're going to fit the rest of these in, come hell or high water, and so we can just be done. Wash our hands of Barack Obama, just like we're going to do soon in our nation. Okay, so anyway, number 8. The private sector is doing fine. The private sector is doing fine. Is that not the funniest? That's not obnoxious. That's just freaking ridiculously stupid and makes me want to laugh, but I can't laugh because it's really ridiculous. And the fact that the man could say that and there are idiots out there who believe it, it's no laughing matter, folks. But let's move on to number 7. That's just how white folks will do you. It wasn't merely the cruelty involved. I was learning that black people could be mean and then some. It was a particular brand of arrogance, an obtuseness, and otherwise sane people that brought forth our bitter laughter. It was as if whites didn't know that they were being cruel in the first place, or at least thought you deserving of their scorn. Just more of his race-baiting crap, whatever. I'm not even going to comment on that. I'm going to move on. Number 6. In this world, a world where cruise ships throw away more food in a day than most residents of Port-au-Prince see in a year, where white folks' greed runs a world in need. I'm sorry, I don't remember how to pronounce this word. Apartheid in one hemisphere, apathy in another hemisphere. That's the world on which hope sits. Can anybody get through his book without wanting to throw it across the room or throw it into the fire? Do you get sick and tired of the race? I mean, are there people out there that just spend all their time and thinking about nothing but race and greed and what other people have that they don't have, that they could read an entire book that's all they do? That's all they do? Okay, sorry. Anyway, moving on. Number 5. You know, the truth is that right after 9/11, I had a flag pin. Shortly after 9/11, particularly because as we're talking about the Iraq War, that became a substitute for, I think, true patriotism, which is speaking out on issues that are of importance to our national security. I decided I won't wear that pin on my chest. Really? Because you can't show true patriotism and wear the pin on your chest? What, is once you put that pin on your chest, all of a sudden now you're not a true patriot? Anyone who buys this crap, what's wrong with your brain? I mean, is there some big chunk that's been taken out through some cancerous ulcer that you're not aware of, that you can buy this crap? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having a symbol of patriotism on your chest and actually showing it in real life with your actions. But of course, that was just a ruse that he used to not show his patriotism, because he's not patriot. Because after 9/11, he realized it's okay to hate America because his brothers came over and destroyed us. Yeah, his Muslim brothers. We won't talk about that. I think y'all know how I feel about it. And if you don't, it's pretty obvious right now, right? Okay, number 4. If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help. Okay, we're going to talk about this one, because this one should be number 1. I have no idea why it's number 4, because it should be number 1. Because there are people, I've seen it, that buy into this crap. And I need to just lay it out on the line right now. Let me finish the quote first, though. If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help. There was a great teacher somewhere in your life. Somebody helped to create this unbelievable American system that we have that allowed you to thrive. Somebody invested in roads and bridges. If you've got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen. Okay, all you business owners out there, granted, at some point in time, we all go to college and learn our skills. At some point in time, we have somebody that maybe gives us some advice. Yep, okay, that's true. But it's because you are the one who put your risk and usually your resources and your fortunes on the line and took the risk to go ahead with that business. using all of that knowledge that you've gained. Now, just because somebody gave you knowledge and just because you got knowledge in a school somewhere, it's up to you to use that knowledge to make your business successful. Is it not? I mean, there are businesses that fail every single day. And why do they fail? Because some people just aren't good at that sort of thing. But people who become successful, they know how to take the knowledge and use it. And they know how to deal with people. They know how to manage people. They know how to motivate people. It's not someone else coming into your business making that happen. And if it is, it's probably because you've paid them, because you realize that you are lacking in that skill. So you've used your money, your resources to pay somebody to come into your organization and help make things happen. It's your money that paid that person. It's your relationship that you've built with that person if you didn't pay them. So yes, Barack Obama and you stupid idiots that buy into this crap, yes, those who have businesses, they do build them on their own, using with intelligence and skill the knowledge that they've gained along the way. I realize that, you think we're all stupid and that we can't ever do anything without the government. Actually, if you'd get rid of the stinking government from our lives, I guarantee you there'd be a lot more success. Because you wouldn't be on our backs with all your stupid regulations telling us we can't do this and we can't do that and we can't do this and we can't spend our money here and we can't do this and we can't turn the lights on for too long in some states because it might harm some stupid little butterfly or something. Yes, that one really ticks me off and it should be number one. But it's not, and I didn't create the list. I'm just using the list. I didn't build this. Number 3, I can no more disown Jeremiah Wright than I can disown the black community. I can no more disown him than I can my white grandmother. Sorry, guys, I'm turning my phone off so it doesn't interrupt us again. My white grandmother, a woman who helped raise me, a woman who sacrificed again and again for me, a woman who loves me as much as she loves anything in this world. But a woman, okay, now notice that he had to turn it into something about his white grandmother, and he's now going to go on about his white grandmother when the topic is really Jeremiah Wright. But he really deflected that, didn't he? But a woman who once confessed her fear of black men who passed by her on the street, and who on more than one occasion has uttered racial or ethnic stereotypes that made me cringe. Never mind the stupid crap that Jeremiah Wright said in his church about the white community and about America's chickens are coming home to roost. There are some black pastors that I really like a lot. Why do they do that? Why do they do that whole weird thing with their... I don't get it, but it's kind of entertaining, so maybe that's why they do it. Keeps people awake, huh? Yeah, you got to keep people awake in church because they tend to sleep. I know, I was raised in church. It happens. Anyway, number 2, I've got 2 daughters, 9 years old and 6 years old. I'm going to teach them first all about values and morals, but if they make a mistake, I don't want them to be punished with the baby. All you grandparents out there, could you possibly think of the children that your children have as punishment? I have children. They are not old enough to have children of their own yet. But the thought of any children that they conceive, even at too early of an age, being a punishment, I've told my boys that if you meet a girl and you make a mistake and she wants to go and have an abortion, you better send her to me because she's not aborting my grandbaby. No, she's not. I actually do have a stepdaughter who has 2 very young children, and she had them at early ages. And you know what? God bless her for having the courage to raise these children and to bring them into this world. They are not punishment. Children are not punishment. They are blessings, people. They are true blessings. Listen, my 12-year-old, there's been nothing in this world harder in my life than raising that kid. Nothing harder. But the kid is a blessing to me, to my husband, to our family, to this world. And to think that he's a punishment on me, even though he's put me through a whole heck of a lot, no. The boy was brought into my life to teach me things, and the thought that anyone could look at their child who might possibly be pregnant and even contemplate a future grandchild as being a punishment tells me that person needs to have their face punched. Yeah, regularly, every single freaking day. But then again, he doesn't see them as children. He sees them as just a glob of cells. Okay, moving on. Finally, we're down to number 1. You got these small towns in Pennsylvania, and like a lot of small towns in the Midwest, the jobs have been gone now for 25 years and nothing's replaced them. And though they fell through the Clinton administration and the Bush administration, and each successive administration, including Barack Obama's, has said that somehow these communities are going to regenerate, and they have not. And it's not surprising. Then they get bitter. They cling to guns or religion or antipathy to people who aren't like them, or anti-immigrant sentiment or anti-trade sentiment as a way to explain their frustrations. Are you kidding me? These people in these small towns don't even think about these things. They think about how they're going to make a buck the next time. They don't think about all this political crap. It's not all floating around their heads all the time, because they have more important things to worry about, like their children who aren't punishments to them. But Barack Obama can't seem to see anything through any normal perspective. And maybe that's the way all liberals are. I don't know. I hope not. Matter of fact, I know it's not, because I know a couple liberals who don't see things that way. And it's God bless them all for having the strength to move out of the idiocy that most of their brethren have fallen into. But that's it, folks. We made it. Finally got to number 1. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do this crap ever again, because going through 25 quotes of Barack Obama was just nauseating. And yeah, I think I'm glad we're done. And maybe we'll be done, like forever with Barack Obama in less than a month. Wouldn't that be awesome? All right, folks. So long live the Republic. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Take care.